Namaste, yogis. Welcome to the foundationmethod.com. I'm Cam, the host of the program, and I'm back with another little self regulation exercise as part of my series on self regulation. And this one helps you increase your focus, your Dharana, which is one of our 8 limbs of our yoga. And tonight's exercise, I'm going to be showing you candle gazing, which is why it's all spooky and dark here, right? So this is a great exercise. Traditionally in Ayurveda, they'd use candle gazing as a way of cleansing the rods and cleansing the eye, so it can help people with eye disease or bad eyesight. That's traditionally what this exercise was used for. But for me personally, I use it as a bridge between the inner and the outer worlds. So pratyahara is the inward turning. And then now we're getting into the focus before the meditation. So 12 seconds of unbroken focus is one concentration, and 12 concentrations is one meditation. So you can see just how much concentration we need to bear on one point for it to be classed as meditation traditionally. And of course, there's lots of different ways into meditation, which I'm going to show you some a little later on. But today we're going to show you candle gazing as a really beautiful technique, not only to bridge the inner and the outer world, but also to help us connect with our heart. So in traditional Chinese medicine, they talk about the heart being the Shen, which is like the spirit of the body, from the fire in the center where all life radiates. And we can see that through the eyes. So there's this connection between the eyes and the heart energy, and we're going to bridge that gap today by using the candle flame. So to do that, we're going to start in a seated position, which I'll show you in a second. But something that I wanted to show you before I go and sit back there is what they call lion stare. Now, I've been told that my eyelashes are a little bit too long. They get in the way of me doing this exercise properly, but I'm going to try to come close enough so that you can see. So with candle gazing or with some meditation, lion stare is halfway open, halfway closed. And it looks a little bit creepy. So if I get it right, hopefully I get it right, is where you bring the eyes to almost closed. So you can see that I can see the camera there, but it's a little fuzzy. And then if I tilt my eyes down, I can't see the camera anymore. I'm not sure if you can see my eyes, but I can still see the camera. And so you can see they're half open, half shut. Now the trick with lion stare is that you want to have that gentle fuzziness because it's going to work with our candle. So let me show you one I made earlier. Right here. So, lovely scented candle wax. So I'm going to sit close enough to the candle that I feel like it's kind of in my energetic sphere. Sometimes I used to put it on a table in front of me. I like to have it down on the floor in front of me, usually these days, because I find it just helps me have a neutral neutral spine. So you don't want to be sort of cranking up or looking straight down at it. You do want to have the ability to gaze to the candle with a neutral spine, so the chin slightly tucked. Notice my knees are below my hips here. You could sit on the edge of a chair if you wanted to. I'm in a cross-legged half lotus position sitting with the bolster, so I get that neutral spine, and it's nice and comfortable here for me to sit. So we're going to start here, and then what we're going to do is gently, from that seated position, soften your gaze onto the candle flame. And then as you start to soften your gaze, start to soften the eyes to lion stare. And just very slowly start to lower the eyes towards each other. And you'll notice the little bit of yoga magic starts to happen when you notice the little golden line of the flame stretching from the candle towards you. And there should be another set of little golden lines lifting up towards the universe away from you. And once you get that line of energy from the candle flame, the reflection of the light, probably from your eyelashes, I like to think of it as the mystical candle flame, and that's coming towards you. And once you find that happening, that's about the right amount of eyes closed that we want to have here. And then just start breathing. And start sending the breath down into the flame and breathing the flame up into your heart. And start sending the exhale, anything that no longer serves or deserves you, into the flame. Anything you want to let go of. And as you breathe in, draw in the qualities of the flame. So the light, the purity, the warmth, and sending anything that no longer serves or deserves you, anything you wish to let go of. As you breathe in, feel the flame illuminating your heart center. And as you exhale, perhaps even feel like any darkness is being burnt up and illuminated by the flame. And just continue that process. Now don't worry if you're not much of a visual person and you can't visualize this flame's energy moving into your heart. Just tell yourself that it's happening. Or if you're more of a physical sensation person, perhaps feel the warmth of the flame. And let your breath soften, lengthen, and deepen. And feel all of the energy of that beautiful warm light illuminating your heart, illuminating your mind. And if you lose focus, just come back to noticing the flame, noticing your breath. And start to be really present with the flame. As you breathe in, feel the flame inside of your heart. As you breathe out, feel your consciousness inside of the flame. Breathe in the flame into your heart. And breathe out your consciousness becoming the flame. And now closing down your eyes and see if you can still visualize the flame right there. And if you can feel the flame in your heart, imagine it lighting up all of the inside of your body and your mind. Imagine the flame growing and growing until your whole body and all of your consciousness becomes the flame. Gently wriggle the fingers, notice the sensations back in the body, flutter the eyes open, hands into the heart, bow the head to the fingertips with honor to ourselves, to each other, and the practice of Dharana and focus. Together we say Namaste. Thanks, guys. So this is just obviously a short practice. I just wanted to show you the technique and the way that I would do it, and I guess the sequence of the scripting to help you with your own personal practice. Practice this one regularly. It is a beautiful little focus and meditation practice. and can really get you in tune with some really deep, primal, pure feelings of self, especially around creativity and freedom of the spirit. I find that becoming the flame really invigorates that sense of freedom inside of me, um, and helps me focus on things that I want to create in my life. And the more focus I can have, the more energy I can bear onto one point, the more I can influence that thing growing and coming into my life. So I hope you've enjoyed today's practice, a little bit of a tool to help with self-regulation on your focus. May we be focused on the things that we want to create in our life. Namaste, and I'll see you in thefoundationmethod.com.